Hey everyone, this is the SC Kicker and the KO Ninja coming at you. And man, we've got an action-packed night for you, so we're excited to see everybody. KO, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Yeah, doing great. It's been we've been off work this week, but I don't feel like I've been every day been busy just doing projects and all kinds of stuff. So,
Yeah, it's been
how
a
about you?
crazy week. It's been a crazy week. It's yeah, we were off, and I feel just as busy. Got some things done for the school, got some things for Hyde Park done, and traveled to Buffalo. Got to meet with the roasters and got some more Ninjava. So, got the cool new brew with the espresso blend. So excited about that. That's pretty good. So yeah, that's about it. So we're excited tonight. We're going to have Christina on, and she's done all the awesome artwork that you guys have been seeing. So we're excited to introduce her to you guys. And then we've got some really cool artwork too we're going to show off. So we'll have some fun with that. I guess before we get into that, do you have any property updates for Hyde Park? How'd we do this week? Where are we at?
I do. Sorry, just saying hey to everybody in the
Oh, we
chat.
got a lot of people in there.
Robzilla,
Chat. Yeah,
Tatiana,
Tatiana's in there. Tatiana, thanks for joining us tonight. Robzilla. Robzilla was
Shaq.
sporting some Ninjava today too.
Yeah, I saw some of that stuff. It was absolutely awesome. So, and I'm jealous of the espresso roast. Hopefully you can send me some my
You've
way.
got some on the way.
All right, sweet, sweet, sweet.
We got Shaq Dolan out
Um,
there. How you doing? Hey, Dogster.
and Hex, we got Hex Go.
Awesome. Very cool.
Um, yeah, ninjas got to have their coffee, man. We I drink coffee every day. Probably 2 cups in the morning and at least one in the afternoon before our night classes get started. So um, I love working with kids, but shoot, got to have some caffeine.
Yeah. Hey, there's Jimmy
Oh man,
Jester. Jimmy Jester was voting for you to get locked out of the house tonight.
we were just laughing about that, and that was I felt that was so funny. I was trying to be on that stream and had to do it from my front patio.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Hey, Michael Kohler, how you
Uh,
doing?
all right, all right. Uh, real quick, we'll just spin, really fast on this. 528 completed builds in Hyde Park, LA. I mean,
Nice.
I say it every week, but gosh, we're just absolutely crushing it in the Spark department. So, super super pumped about that. I know I've got a personal build, a luxury ranch house done in a few days, and I think the community build is done in a few days. So, um, a lot of people are building. So, super super pumped about that. And then our percentage, we are at the forever long 73% minted out. I know one day we're gonna move forward, but there's 73% minted out, 2,246 properties left to mint in LA. So, guys, if you're out there, if you don't have any yet, go snag a few. If you have some, go get some more. Um, in the future, we feel uh, very very confident that those will do well. So that's the quick Hyde Park update.
Hey, Too Stupid to Win is in the house. And yes, he says, build, build, build while the spark is still cheap. And couldn't have said it any better. Yeah, take advantage. And for anybody that's not out there treasure hunting, man, I would get on it. I've been pulling in some pretty good spark the last 2 weeks. So I'm still under 10. My goal is to get to 10. I'm just about there. So I'm going to keep up the treasure hunts. Was a little bit late today actually on treasure hunts. Just didn't have a lot of time. But yeah,
I got
definitely
two back.
keep the spark going.
I got 2 back-to-back sparks yesterday. I was like, felt really good about that.
Yeah. So even though I know our mint percentage is only at 73%, I'm actually really excited because if you look at our builds, the builds, I think if you put us up against any other neighborhood in LA, I think we're pretty high up there as far as the numbers. I'm sure Abdullah is way ahead of us. I'm sure with the neighborhood he's got going. I think it's El Rancho or Rancho Park, because that thing's almost completely developed out. That's crazy. Actually, did you see Abdullah was in the hood the other day?
Yeah, I think Dizzy sent us a screenshot.
That
Uh,
was pretty funny.
yeah, that Abdullah was floating around. I went actually a few hours later and checked our percentages, see if he minted any, but he did not.
Nothing yet.
Um,
Can
but
only
yeah, no,
escape the ninjas
Hyde
for
Park,
so long. So
we are sneaky.
yeah,
Yeah. All right.
awesome. All right, well, I guess let's get into this. So, this is a really exciting night for me. I know personally, I've known Christina for a long time and had the opportunity to judge her in many, many tournaments where she was just a badass on the mats and she kicked butt out there. So, I'm really excited to see her, putting together all this artwork. I always had seen her, from a child up is a martial artist, and then seeing all the beautiful artwork she does. So she's like a double artist. She's like the doppelganger artist. But so I'm really excited to have her on tonight and get to showcase some of her work. And it's just amazing the quality of the work. It's second to none for sure. So I know KO, you've had an opportunity to work with Christina even more at your academy. I know she trained with you guys, and I was in Japan doing big things there. So we're just really excited to have her as part of the art team, and I know I'm personally excited about it.
Yeah, I actually grew up with Christina. We were friends together growing up as kids, and then she was an instructor for us, and she's just a great friend and an incredible instructor. And I know she's touched a lot of people's lives with her teaching, and now she's teaching in um, English in Japan. So she's still teaching and still helping people out. So, um,
Awesome.
but yeah, I think we're ready to bring her on.
All right, let's bring her on. Hey, Christina, how are you tonight?
Hi guys, I'm doing great. How are you all?
Doing great. It's great to have you on tonight. And gosh, I was looking at a bunch of your artwork today and just fascinated by all of the cool artwork that you've done. So I know one of the characters that we're going to be featuring tonight is Marie, and I think that was our first art piece going in, and it's still probably one of my favorite. It's just an amazing piece. So I think tonight we'll kind of break that one down. But can you give us a little bit of insight? This project was so amazing, and when you're doing this artwork, what do you think about?
Oh goodness. There's a lot to think about actually because you have the vision of the people who ask you to make the art and then you have, your personal creative, mindset. So you kind of get to put those two together and make something really really amazing.
Yeah, and just to kind of back up a little bit and give the audience, what is your martial arts background, and yeah, and then question number two, kind of like what's some of your big takeaways from martial arts, or what were some of your favorite parts of training?
Okay. I studied Taekwondo for I think 19 years. and
Yeah,
I got my sixth degree black belt, and right before I moved to Japan. So I had just a wonderful time training, doing that. I started when I was 10 or 11, I think. So went from childhood into, teenager and adulthood and loved it the entire time. And yeah, yeah. Did I answer your question?
you did. What were some of your favorite parts of training? What were some of your parts of teaching?
Mm.
Yeah, what were some highlights for you?
So training wise, I really fell in love with the forms, the kata. So uh, having a set of techniques to perfect in a certain order and a certain way, I really really enjoyed the performance aspect of that. And then as far as teaching, oh man, I miss teaching taekwondo so much. uh Worked with all ages, all the way from 3 to like 93. It was crazy. And I think I really enjoy all of them, of course, but especially the young ones, the 4 and 5 year olds. They're very very energetic and just ready to learn.
Yeah, and that's the class you need the Ninjava coffee for. The 4 and 5 year olds.
And somehow I don't drink coffee.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
So I know
Oh
you've
man.
trained a lot of years, Christina, and achieved mastership within Taekwondo at the 6th degree, and that's really amazing. And when you got to 1st degree, did you do other studies within the school? I know you studied Taekwondo, but were there other arts that you studied as well as additional training?
Yes, I trained in Tai Chi. I can't recall how many years I did it, but I for a few years I did Tai Chi. Really enjoyed the contrast between the high paced Taekwondo and the more meditative and inward focus of Tai Chi. And then I trained for a couple of years on and off in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu with Keith.
Oh, that's right. You did do some jujitsu. I remember that.
Hmm.
Gosh. So what is your favorite of all the things you studied? Was Taekwondo your favorite?
Of course, of
Yeah.
course.
Where everything started, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Watching the movies and watching, everybody kicking up over their heads and stuff. I was like, I gotta do that.
So what originally when you started, what got you interested in martial arts? What got you to actually take the plunge and start?
It was actually the movies and TV shows. And I recall one night I was in my living room with my family, and on one of the ESPN channels, there was a martial arts competition. And I was watching these people do these awesome forms using weapons and sparring and all this cool stuff. And so I'm sitting in the middle of my living room and throwing out random kicks and punches. I have no idea what I'm doing, and begging my parents, I got to do something like this, and they made it happen.
That's awesome. It's always good to hear, what got people interested. And out of all the things that you've learned, what benefit do you think you got the most out of martial arts in your training?
I'd say, besides the physical aspect, most definitely my leadership skills. For sure, I was a very quiet person growing up, with especially with people I didn't know, and then joining the leadership team at my academy kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone in a great way, learning to talk in front of crowds of people and finding my voice. I think that was the biggest benefit for me.
Yeah, I think I'd just watching you at a younger age, all the way up, from all the tournaments and stuff. And when I would visit, I remembered right after you started teaching, I think it was about a year later, I had come to Olson's. I think there was either a tournament or I was just doing training with them. And I watched you teach on the floor with the kids, and the level of confidence that you had gained in just that short period of time of a year was really amazing to see you out there doing your thing with the kids and having fun and getting them to break boards and all kinds of cool stuff. So I know confidence was the biggest reason I got into martial arts as a young child. I got bullied as a child, and that's why I got into my training for self-defense. And the one cool thing I liked about it is that it helped me to build the confidence to where I didn't really have to get into fights. I was able to be confident enough to stay out of them. So, and then, when I started training more full time and then decided to start teaching, and I eventually changed my career into martial arts from what I did in the past. And there was no better feeling than being able to share that experience with children. And, I'd never want to see anybody get bullied. And, that was the reason I got in it. So it's something I'm super passionate about. And it's good to see others, sharing that same love. So for the arts. So if you guys are in chat too, if you guys have trained let us know what art you guys have trained, what your favorite art is. And also, if there's any first time listeners, make sure that you guys let us know that it's your first time here. So we welcome everybody to the community. So, well, I think, are we ready to get into some artwork? Do you guys want to see some art?
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a
Yeah,
look
let's.
at it. So I'm going to pull up some screens here, and the character that we are going to talk about and show tonight is Marie. And just to give you guys a little bit of background, Marie is going to be our character within the Hyde Park Ninja experience. That is going to be our Muay Thai character. So we'll go through just some of the basic artwork. And if you look at the picture right here on the screen, that's Marie doing the flying knee. And the knee is a staple technique in Muay Thai. So a lot of the techniques that you see out of her characters that are being filmed in the motion capture suits are going to be very similar to what you're seeing here. So, but let me pull up some artwork here. Let's take a look at this. All right, so this is Marie as she was created. And the artwork here is beautiful. You can kind of see everything from the shoes all the way up to the really cool hairdo, the little necklace. And she's got the fingers and the art and just the detail and everything is amazing. So let's see how she transitions through here. So into Badass Marie. So, all right, so we've got, let me see if I can pull this up here. So we haven't had any technical difficulties, so I'm really excited about that so far. So let's see if we can do some screen share here and not break anything tonight. So
Yeah, we're on a roll tonight.
we are. Nobody's been locked out of the house. We're on time, and the
Knock on wood.
microphones work. As far as I know, nobody said anything different in chat, so we're excited about that. But all right, so let's take a look at this. So starting at the first screen, and Christina, you can chime in too if you want to explain, what was going on as you were doing this too. So here's the first screen we got here.
I love this pose.
Yeah,
So
tell us, like, how did you? What was your process for developing this?
yeah, so I get the request, we want this character doing a cool pose related to their martial arts. So, of course, I have to do a little bit of research since I'm not a native Muay Thai, martial artist. So, researching, popular techniques that can be easily recognizable. And of course, the flying knee is a big one. And it looks really cool in an art design. So, what I do is a lot of it is in my head. And for more accurate, body positions, I Google or Pinterest different body positions and, kind of use those as reference to make sure it's anatomically, accurate. And then kind of move on from there.
All right,
Awesome,
so this
super
is
cool.
scene two. So this is kind of like the next stage now.
Yes. So in this stage, I kind of had the idea of, the shape, the position, and so I can start adding some darker line work to, get a real concrete idea of the final look of the character.
All right, so here she's got some hair now. All right.
Yeah, and some more facial expression and stuff, and fingers and toes. So for me, the most difficult aspect in drawing people is the hands, the feet, and the hair. So I left those for last, of course, because they were the most difficult.
I love the positioning just on the whole character here too, with the elbows and everything, kind of prevalent there at the top, kind of in a defensive position there, protecting the jaw as well. I like that. And then, there's just amazing detail in the fingers there as well, and the toes.
I can't take full credit for those. I took a lot of inspiration from, the images I used as reference. So big kudos to the people who do those.
Right.
And I just want to add in, like, our goal with Hyde Park Ninjas is to bring real, authentic, legitimate martial arts. Like, we didn't just randomly pick a picture and, like, like a lot of effort, a lot of time went into picking the poses, the techniques, and so for the different arts that we're presenting, our goal is to really um, really present authentic martial arts that are going to be very true, to the art and where it originated and things like that. So which Christina has done just an absolute phenomenal job. So okay, keep going.
All right, so
Thank
this
you.
is the next one, and now she's got some clothes. Somebody said nice butt crack there. Jeez.
So yes, I really enjoy drawing the figure with no clothes in a totally artistic way. Just because it's really cool to show off the anatomy, but of course, I can't do that with a pre-existing character in this situation. So, of course, we've got some nice clothes going on now, and clothes are also difficult for me, especially with the wrinkles and which way is it going to be moving based on how the character's moving. So, I was pretty okay with how this turned out.
Very cool. Let's see what we got next. So the next stage here. Oh, nice.
Yes. So I'm finally, starting to feel comfortable with shading. Digital art is still fairly new for me, and I've been through a couple of programs, you know, trying to understand how everything works. And I know there's a lot of legit graphic designers out there, and I'd love to know tricks of the trade and how to really get the most out of the program. But I was really happy with how the shading came out in this, and you can kind of get more of a 3D feel to it, and just a little more in-depth shading and some lighting as well.
Nice. All right, so now here comes Badass Marie. That looks amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I was very, very happy with the final result, and the colors turned out great. And I think this is the first digital piece that I can be like, yes, please share this with the world. Some others I'm okay with. As you can see, like the original design for Marie is a little more rudimentary and not as crisp, but this one I was really happy with.
Yeah, this one, it just turned out amazing. And then, what I've always loved about Christina is even with her training, she always takes it to the next level. And, this wasn't enough. She actually put some final touches on and added some tigers in here. So let's pull up. This is actually going to be one of the NFTs in game.
Uh-huh.
And that
Nice.
looks amazing.
Absolutely love that. And like, one of the things like with all the AI art and stuff like that going on, which is great, and I think it has its place. But man, to take the just the raw physical talent of being able to create this from scratch is just absolutely um, admirable and extremely cool.
Thanks,
Yeah, that
guys.
just turned out amazing.
Yeah, and that's when we asked you to do this, we knew like it was just gonna. We knew that this was gonna be the end result from the beginning. So uh, you've just always delivered. So cool.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for letting me really get into the design.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure just to see the work, and it's just amazing to, to see what came out of it. It's awesome. I could never draw something like this. I can't even draw a stick figure barely.
Oh man, no, so cool. We're so happy. It's crazy. We've all known each other for so long, and now we're working together on this new project and bringing our different skills together to make something just, amazing. So very cool.
Well, again, this is just the first piece that Christina has done, and we've got a lot of other amazing artwork. So, Christina, we would love to have you back on to talk more art and share some more martial arts if you're interested.
Sure, I'd love it. This has been great.
Awesome. Well, I'm not sure what time it is over in Japan, but we'll let you get back to everything over there. So I know you've been in Japan for a while. What have you liked the most about it so far?
Oh, definitely working with the children. It's interesting because there's so many differences, but they're still kids. Kids are kids no matter where they are in the world. And, they still have the energy. They still are so curious. And I love interacting with them.
That's awesome. What have you got to do in Japan that you couldn't have done like here in the US? Anything that you've experienced or seen? Have you seen any sumo
Oh,
wrestling or anything?
not in person, no, but I've heard a lot about it and seen some, like on their sports channels, they have it. I'm also going to try some judo over the summer.
Oh,
We'll see
wow.
how that goes. And then
That is
I
cool.
got to climb Mount Fuji last year, so I was very happy to do it, but I happy to never do it again.
Oh man.
That's amazing.
Well,
Well, thanks again for joining us tonight. And like I said, we'd love to have you back on and share more, artwork as we go through. And we just really appreciate you taking some time out of your day, especially in the different time zones. I don't know if it's morning or night there. What is it? Is it morning there?
It's about 10:30 in the morning, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
starting my day.
So you're starting when we're ending. So now is
Yes,
it Saturday there or is it Friday? Saturday,
it
you're
is
ahead.
Saturday.
Okay.
Yes, we are ahead of you by 13 hours.
Man, that's awesome. So you're a day out of us.
that that is crazy. Just so you know, Christine, I don't know if you can see, but you're getting lots of great comments and people saying how great everything is. So
Oh, thank you guys.
just
I
wanted,
appreciate it.
yeah,
And
just to let you know that.
yeah, we'll have this on the restream on YouTube as well, so you can take a look at it today, I guess, for you. So, all right, awesome. Well, we'll let you get out of here. Again, thanks for joining us tonight. And, we look forward to having you on again soon in the future.
Thank you guys. Have a great stream.
All right, have a good night.
Thank you.
See ya. Super cool.
Oh, man, that was amazing. Just the talent is amazing, that she brings to the table with everything she does, really. Everything that I've seen her do has just been amazing. So, super excited to have her doing the artwork and, to each character she's done has just been amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were very fortunate to have her, working with us at our academy, and she did a lot of artwork for our own school. Um, and just for the listeners, people watching, our goal is to, with these streams, is to start including a little bit more, um, about the Hyde Park Ninja project, whether that be through the coffee, the NFTs, the game. We have lots of other things, so we really want to start bringing some more information and things like this where you guys get to meet the artist that's behind the art that you guys have seen and stuff. So um so yeah, definitely want to start sharing more stuff with you guys.
Yeah, and I'm glad we could share it so you guys can see, this is authentic. Everything that we're doing is authentic. Everything from the movements and the characters to the artwork. And there's no AI art here. This is all real. And that's why we wanted to show you guys the steps and, the real life feel to it. So that's kind of our mission with everything that we do. And, I think I can't speak for KO, but I think I can. One of the greatest things that martial arts teaches is discipline, and we're in this for the long run, and we want to make just a kick butt game that's going to be around for decades, for next generation. So slow and steady wins the race pretty much with everything in life. If you're looking for something quick, usually the quality's not there with it. And we want to have just a bang up project here. And it starts with the authenticity. So, but what else do you have for him? What else have we got going on? I think we talked a little bit about the Ninjava the other day. I know I had a ton of requests for how to order it, so we are working really hard on that. We just want to make sure that there's no kinks in the ordering process and shipping and all that. We want everything to be flawless to make a good experience for everybody. So thank you guys so much for being patient and supporting us. And we look forward to be able to get that out soon. And then we will roll out the NFTs. I know a lot of people have already asked about NFTs. That will be a slow process, just to be transparent and upfront with that. We want to make sure that these NFTs have a lot of utility and function and use case to them. We don't want to just throw out some NFT project like a lot of the ones that we've seen, and it's just a pile of garbage. We want to have something that's 100% functional and has value and utility. So it may take a little bit longer, but I can tell you it will definitely be worth it.
Yeah, we're going to roll out quality stuff. That's our goal. And then also in the weeks to come, you can look forward to revealing, more art, more process behind the art, and then also storylines. So we might be having some people on stream. Um, we have writers and game designers and artists, all working on this project. So I think we're going to be bringing on some of our writers to actually start going deeper into maybe some of the storylines, so you guys can start following along. So that'll be something for everyone to look forward to as well. So I think that's all I got.
Yeah, I think that's all I got for Friday night. So I know it is Friday night, and you guys could be out dancing the night away at clubs, and you're here with the ninjas. So we greatly appreciate all the support, and just look forward to bringing more stuff. And I know we are doing 2 streams a week now. We're doing the live stream right now. It's on Fridays. There could possibly be a little bit of a change in the schedule just due to our workloads at our academies. Friday nights can sometimes be very difficult because of that, and we get rushed around and then have all kinds of technical issues and stuff because of the rushing. But so just to make things a little bit easier, there may be changes, so we'll keep you guys posted. We are going to have our pre-recorded stream will be on Tuesdays. So we'll keep you guys up to speed with some tips, for Upland in general. So I know we have a lot of new players and new listeners within the Hyde Park community. So if there's things that you guys want to learn or things that you're unsure about and need to know, definitely let us know in the chat, and we'll make sure to include that in future videos to help you guys out. So, but we just look forward to growing and building with all of you guys. So, again, thank you for the support within the community. Keep the builds up strong, and it's just going to get bigger and better over time. And, I think we're in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love doing this stuff, and I know you do as well. I love creating. I love putting together the teams, and um, it's going to be awesome delivering something special to you guys.
Awesome. KO, you want to close us out for the night?
Yes, thanks everybody for hanging out, and we appreciate you kicking it with the ninjas tonight. See you guys later.